Welcome, snipers. Welcome to our Sunday night weekly forecast on YouTube and our private Zoom call with all the snipers in there. So I welcome everybody. I'll be multitasking both tonight. So YouTube and Zoom guys, we're going to be doing our weekly forecast. So it's guys, we only have about 2 more weeks of trading, and then banks will be shutting down for the new year. So we got to make the most of it for the next coming weeks. It's going to be very volatile, guys. We've got a lot of news coming up this week and going into the end of the year. So as always, guys, trade smart with your accounts. Do not over leverage, especially the next 2 weeks. Very important that you guys do trade smart, because markets will be moving, guys. A lot of volatility, a lot of erratic movements depending on what security you're trading. So I just want to welcome everybody on YouTube and Zoom. Welcome everybody. Shout outs, Jermaine, No Julian, welcome. Isabel, welcome. Antonio Parker, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Miguel, welcome. Everybody. Laura, welcome everybody. And we're going to get started, guys. So before we get started looking at the US dollar index, I want everyone to look at Forex Factory. Okay, so if we can all go over to Forex Factory, I want to show you guys the news this week. Okay, so there's no surprises when we're trading. So this is tonight, coming up after midnight, okay, in where we are. So yellow folders across board, not too much on a Monday, but going into Tuesday, now we start getting 8:30 a.m. we start getting PPI news for the US and core PPIs in this. So this is going to start some movements in the markets. So look for December 14 Tuesday. We're going to see some moves over here, okay? And then going into now Wednesday, if you're trading pounds and the pound, the euro, you've got a lot of CPI year end, so year over year British news coming out. So this is going to rock the currency markets a little bit. It's going to shake them. And then in going into 8:30 a.m., this is the biggest time, guys. You've got Canadian news, us in Canada. You've got USD red folders, core retail sales month over month. This is huge, guys. Core retail sales month over month in a pandemic, consumer spending and things like that. So this is going to be very important trading this week. Lots. Look at all these red folders over here. 2 p.m. FOMC, guys. Make sure you guys know what you guys are trading, because you guys will be very surprised at some fast moves, how quickly things happen. Okay, this is end of year, guys. End of year across the world. Okay, so lots of things. Look at Thursdays, guys. Look at this. London market, so much European red folders on the euro. Going into 7 a.m. Look at the British news. Look at one, like 5, 6 red folders in a row, guys. Careful when you're trading this week. This is when it's historic for a lot of retail traders to blow up accounts the last 2 weeks of the year. Trust me. And if you've had a very profitable year trading so far, this is because you imagine you worked your entire year and you give it away in the next couple weeks. You don't want to be that guy, believe me. So trade, guys, micro nano lots, whatever you're trading, until you understand how these markets move and you get a better understanding. But Thursday, wow, it's going to be a crazy day. And then finishing off Friday, and then let me just go into the next week. Okay, so Saturday, Sunday closed. Going into Monday, we're gonna not too much, but Tuesday. These are the last few trading days of the year. Okay, then we got Tuesday, we've got Wednesday, and Thursday, December 23, before Christmas Eve, you've got USD unemployment claims. So that's how we're going to end the year, and then everything is closed 24. Christmas and in the holidays. We won't be trading. Dave and I are going to be taking a break, and we'll be coming back in January, 1st of January over here. So when the markets open back up, possibly Tuesday, January 4, because Mondays are always iffy in the markets in the new year. Okay, so we'll get back to start trading back in January. So guys, just be very careful, okay, when you're trading the next 2 weeks. I wouldn't be wasting my time at the beginning of this call for Sunday night analysis if this wasn't important, okay? So make sure, guys, take your time, trade smart. If you haven't traded end of year, then just careful, guys. Demo account or small micro nanos. Don't go over leveraging your accounts, guys. Okay, everybody. So Let's go to DXY on our charts. We're going to start off with the US dollar index. And thank you to 60 viewers on YouTube. I know it's Sunday night. I appreciate you guys. If you guys can just like the channel, if you guys are getting good value, good content out of this channel that Dave and I stream daily for you guys, we appreciate the likes. And another thing, guys, another shout out. Thank you guys. We hit 20,000 subscribers. That's massive. We got so much respect. Thank you guys. We started streaming, I think it was a middle or end of July, with where we're just getting started, and for 5 months up to 20,000. That's amazing, guys. It's all organic. We haven't done any advertising, nothing. It's all just you guys and YouTube recommending us to traders interested in Forex education or live trading. So thank you to everybody in our Zoom room, to all of you guys for making this happen. You guys also on YouTube. Respect to everybody, guys. We're all one big family here, okay? And also TikTok, guys. We're gonna get TikTok going. We've never been on that thing, so if we get 1,000 subs on TikTok, we can provide some live streams on TikTok too. So if you haven't checked it out, we opened up a TikTok page, Stock Sniper Trading. Okay, guys. So let's get started. What we're going to do is DXY. I always start off Sunday nights with DXY. I want to know how the US dollar is looking, because the US dollar is a market mover in itself. Okay, a lot of currency pairs are correlated with the US dollar. Gold is correlated with the US dollar. The stock market's correlated with the US dollar. Everything is correlated with the US dollar. Interest rates in the US, all of the impact news, everything relates back to the US dollar. So you have to know whether you're a swing position trader or a scalper in the markets. You need to know or have an overall understanding of what the US dollar is doing. Okay, so shout outs to everybody. Let's get started, guys. Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys. Ananda, we're changing your life. I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot to Dave and I. You know, these are the things that when we're chilling out and we're just talking about some of the messages we're receiving from everyone around the world, it really touches us, and we're blessed to do this. Any way that we can change anyone's lives, whether it's with education, we can change your life financially, emotionally, whatever it is. You know, it makes us so happy, and that's why we continue doing this, guys. So we put in the work. As long as you guys are reaping the benefits, that's why we do this. So thank you, and respect to you. Victoria, welcome everybody. Okay, guys, so this is the US dollar. I'll talk all night with us, but we're gonna go till about 11 o'clock. Okay, so we'll go about 2 hours, because we're going to be doing live London with the snipers in the Zoom room, guys. And also for you guys on YouTube, Dave is on vacation right now. He's in Florida, so he's going to be taking this week off for New York for YouTube. But for the snipers, he's doing 2 sessions, Tuesday, Thursday. I believe it's 8 a.m., 10 a.m. For you guys. He's going to be doing that from Florida for you guys on his vacation. Okay, so that's showing a lot of respect to the sniper team. But guys on YouTube, 1 week off, and then we'll be back. And then in the new year, also, guys, in the new year, starting January, Dave and I are going to go back to our normal rotation, where Dave will do 2 weeks on YouTube, and then the next 2 weeks I'll do on YouTube. And then Dave will be back with the snipers in the Zoom rooms, and then we just flip flop every 2 weeks, guys. So I'll be coming back in the new year on YouTube. So, and I look forward to trading live with all of you guys also in the New York session. I'm excited too. It's been a while for me. It's been a minute. Oh, that was such a good game, Garland. The Buffalo game in Tampa was awesome. Okay, guys, let's look into this. This is the US dollar index. We've been following this for a long time. Now, since the pandemic, March of 2020, US dollar was at about 102.103. And ever since we had lockdowns in North America, it dipped all the way down to about 88, 89. And we recovered down there. It was about 2018 lows, and we recovered, and we came back up to where we were penetrating this 97 area just recently. So around November 24, we hit 97. We have a psychological pivot area around 95, and we're still above that. Okay, so 95 is the psychological area where we're trying to stay above. Let's see if we're going to close this year with it, and then we'll see how we're going to go into 2022 with the US dollar. But right now, there's a lot of news coming out this week and for the next 2 weeks about the U.S. interest rates, inflation, consumer spending. A lot of news will be coming out that will affect this dollar in the next couple weeks. So what we need to see is how it's been trading the last few weeks, and do we have some critical support areas, resistance areas where this thing can possibly break out of. And then if whatever securities you're trading, then it could help with you making or losing money if you know how to follow this. So I'm looking at this critical area from last week. Okay, so over here, December 9 and 8, this is where the critical volume closed. Yes, it's got a wick, a range going down, but it closed here. So I always, number one, I look for where my volume opens and closes, my critical areas, before I start looking at wicks and things like that. Wicks show the range, but the most important information is where volume closes and opens. So right here, around 95.93, 94 area, we've got good daily support. And then when we go across, we have a body here that closed above. This one just broke and closed below here. But across the board, that looks like a good area. And below us, we have like 95. So this area, about 96 psychological area. And if I go up to look for resistance, okay, I like to see where I see a few bodies. I could go up there, but then I want to see something most recent. So I'd come down here and see where they trap the volume. So it was kind of inside here. So we can see the US dollar has been consolidating in this range from about 96.30 all the way down to this area, about 90, just under 96. So this is where it's been consolidating. Now we have a bullish engulfing candle forming tonight. Okay, so we've got a strong US dollar opening Sunday night, and we're continuing a little bit of an uptrend, daily uptrend from last week. So if we can break through this area, now we target the wicks, where we could possibly go, the range. So we're going to try again to get up to 96.50 area. If we can get up 96.50, then maybe we're going to start moving into this range. And then ultimately, if we can get up to 97. Okay, our high was 96.94 on this candle right here, and we could not get all the way up there. Okay, so 97 is going to be our target for this year, if we can hit up there. If not, it could possibly just consolidate inside here, and it might get rejected. And if we come down and we break this low right here, then we could start to come down to these areas, 95.75, 95.50, and then going all the way down. Okay, so this is where I would like to see the US dollar close this year, in this range, and then we can go from there. So off of last week, we're in a consolidated area. Okay, what type of patterns do we see? Do we see anything here? We have this big, strong uptrend that pushed higher highs and higher lows, where it created that high up there just below 97. We pushed down, but we got big rejection right here. We had a lot of buying pressure, and we continue to push up, where now the volume is consolidating inside this zone. So we have a bullish engulfing candle. I want to see if we can engulf Friday's volume, and to see if we can push this US dollar early start of this week. If not, we might get rejected here, and then we're going to come back and test this area. Okay, so we do have a strong US dollar forming. This uptrend right here got rejected and came down, but we still have higher lows from over here. So we're still holding strong position right here. Nice healthy pullbacks. Let's see if we can carry this momentum forward with a strong US dollar going through here. Okay. Okay, guys, and thank you guys to 111 viewers on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. And let's move now. Let's go to gold. Everybody, gold. Okay. Some traders, they love gold. Some traders, they hate gold. You know, it's a love-hate relationship with gold. It's been very, very erratic lately. You can see the daily candles, how they've been consolidating over here. So what we're going to do, okay, so we're moving from the US dollar. Now we're going to go into gold. And then the plan is from there, I'm going to go US 30, Nasdaq. Then we're going to look at GBP USD, GBP JPY, and US oil. Tonight's lineup of what charts we're going to be looking at, okay? And I'm not going to be scalping right now. We're doing forecasts. Okay, so this is gold daily. I am using Saxo on my TradingView platform. So if you want to follow with me on my chart, I'm using Saxo for gold. Okay. Okay, so we had the big move coming out of here. Okay, if you've been following gold, you will know that this area was a big resistance supply area. This area, 1834 area, this was a major supply zone from the summertime, from June, July, all the way up until we broke through it in November 10 right here. So this is what caused that big impulse breakout where we made it up to about 1880. And since we're 1880, it consolidated here where the volume accumulated, distributed through here, and then they broke support right there at 1850. That's that psychological support area. It's an order block area. If you're not familiar with what order blocks are, it's a term used for market makers where they accumulate, they distribute volume, they fulfill contracts, and then there could be a move coming out of that area. It could either be continued accumulation distribution in there, or it could be a breakout to the upside or a possible breakdown to the downside. And in this case, over here, the volume closed below 1849. We were shorting this on a Tokyo-London swing session, and I remember when it clearly broke through here, and it came to retest. The next following day, it came up to retest here, got rejected, and then this is when it broke down. It broke all structure, broke all lower support levels, and just came down. But now, since that big bearish momentum coming down, where have we stabilized? Where have we found some good support now? So this is what we have to look for the next few days trading gold. Okay, so you can see right here, December 2, December 3. Again, I go for the volume. I like this area because this is basically what stopped the bearish trend coming down. This big bullish daily candle. Then it consolidated it in itself right here, came back down, picked up a wick. It's a higher low, and now this is what we're building. We have a bullish candle on gold tonight. We might break out a little bullish up here. Okay, so if you're scalping the markets tonight with gold, watch these areas that I'm going to identify. Okay. So we do have nice support in here. Where can I clearly see a nice resistance level? So I can see a clear one right here. The reason why I'm putting it right here is because I'm containing all of this volume inside here. Even this pin bar candle that came out and closed below, they closed it right below this zone. Very important. Now, today's daily candle, very interesting. Look at where it closed on Friday, okay? So they closed it below this area, and today it's breaking through the area now. Okay, so if we continue to move, our next area is 1789, 1790. That's trading tonight, guys. That's trading tonight. It could be a 20 to 30, 40 pip move coming up, and we're going to test this area, 1789, 1790 area. If we push through there, we're looking at this area where these bodies are, okay? This is 1792, these bodies. And then above us, we have no bodies. We got wicks because every single time we've came up here, it's got rejected, came up here, got rejected, came up here, got rejected, came up here, got rejected. You know the story, keep getting rejected because we've got major supply up here. There's not enough demand to break through the supply zone. That's why it's getting rejected. And it's getting rejected at this psychological area 1800, okay? So I'm going to put a line at 1800. I don't even care if there's a wick there or not. 1800 is a psychological zone. That's where a lot of order blocks are located. Okay, so 1800. And then if we break through 1800 this week, we're going to go back to these numbers where we visit all the time. 1805. 1804, 1805. This wick is 1808. This one is 1815. And then we're just going to go up to 1818, 1823. And just if you look back here, you'll get all those numbers that I'm telling you. Because we trade gold a lot and we know its zones by trading this security so much. Okay, you guys will get very, very familiar too with the securities that you guys are trading. Okay, and now I'm looking down here. Okay, this is a critical area itself. Now I'm starting to really trap the volume as much as I can. Okay, because now I'm trying to look for some moves where I could be taking some trades, setting up some trade ideas for the week, key zones that I have to identify. And when it came down here, it came down to 1761.62. That's the low. But the volume brought it right back up, closed. Next day, it was a bullish engulfing candle where it traded sideways for a little bit. Sellers pushed it down, but this wick, 1770, is higher than these areas here too. So technically, we've got a higher low. They came up. They couldn't close with the volume above here. It would have been nice, but they're carrying it. They're pushing it tonight. It's pushing through this major area right here, 1784, pushing. Next area it's going to try to go to is right up here, and we'll see what happens. So if daily volume, guys, closes above this area, this is where we could look for potential swing position move above this area. I want to see if volume, I know the candle is moving right now and we're going to scalp it later on, but for a bigger move, for swing position trading and things like that, what we need out of this candle is, I know this could be an impulse move breaking out right now on the daily. It's 5 hours in, but there's still 19 hours to go. So it could come up here and come all the way back down. So end of day, we're going to follow this and we're going to see where the volume can close. If the volume can close above that area, then we may look for a potential retest or a continuation with a higher low, and we could see gold break through here. Try and break through, penetrate through 1800 and get up to here. That's gold on the daily, okay? But even as scalpers, you see it reaching these key yellow lines, you could be scalping and breaking out daily highs over here, okay? And if it comes back and consolidates inside here, this is my consolidation zone. The reason why I'm choosing this area is, and not this entire area, is I like over here because I've already trapped some volume in there. So this is a consolidation zone through here. And if it breaks below 1778, I'm going to look to short gold this week. Down here. Okay, and then next area is to come down to 1775, break 1766, and then come down to here, 1758. Okay, so we do have a lot of selling pressure above us. All of this coming down from 1880, pushing down. Every time gold tried to make a nice strong pullback, it got rejected. Next time, strong bullish candle came up here, rejected lower high. Continuing to break lower high. So that's why today's daily candle is critical where this volume can close. Because is it going to just be another bullish candle that comes up into the supply zone and gets rejected and comes back down? If it is, we're going to look to take short positions on the daily below here. But as I'm scalping, I'm scalping, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not looking for long-term positions. I'm scalping the market. So I will come in, but the daily analysis really helps me as a scalper to know where the key daily zones are and where they could possibly break out, because that's what we do. We come to collect our pips through there. We had a very good week last week, very profitable week, the entire sniper team. So it was great. We're giving also trade signals to the group and ideas and things like that. So it's looking really good. Right now we've got a bullish daily candle forming. So next area you're going to watch right now, the price is about 1786.87. You're going to see maybe it may come up to tap 1789, another 10 to 20 pips away. But if it can break through there, then maybe it's going to come to 1792 tonight. Okay, so it could be a 50 pip move coming up. Okay, and for short position as well, I know gold right now, short term, yes, it is trying to break out of here, bullish, but we still have to respect all this selling pressure and supply above us, no doubt, okay? And if you guys look at big patterns, okay, big pattern traders, over here, you've got the left shoulder all over here. This is the left shoulder. This is the massive impulse head breakout. Get up to 1880 and look at what they did. They closed it right back down. So this is your impulse head breakout, and we could also be wrapping around the right shoulder this week. Yeah, it might be coming up to pick up a little bit more liquidity up to here, maybe below 1800. But as scalpers and swing position traders, you can grab some pips coming up. But overall, guys, this is kind of like a shoulder area. If they just come up here and pick up liquidity, or there's a strong rejection wick, you guys got to be ready for this area to break, because that could be wrapping around the right shoulder, finish it, and a big daily bearish move on gold. Okay, so that's my analysis on there. Is there any questions about the gold analysis, guys, before I move on? I'm going to move on to US 30. That's the gold analysis. Nijin, good morning from Dubai. Good morning. Okay, guys, so I'm going to move on from gold. Okay. So, and then to the snipers in the VIP room, I'm going to clean up these charts and I'll send them out to you guys. I'll clean them out. I'll send them to the VIP group. Okay. So that's gold, guys. Short term, it's bullish. So when I come back for scalping the markets later on for London, I'll be looking to make some moves in this area. If not, if it comes down bearish, I'll be playing it down, get back into this consolidated zone and then break through here. Okay, guys, so let's move over to US 30 now. Okay, the dirty 30, US 30. Wow. Okay, so it's pumping right now too. So it's working on an inverse head and shoulder on the daily. Okay, so let's all go to US 30. I use Capital Com for charting US 30 on TradingView. So this is US 30. Made some big moves. This was prior all-time highs, 35,630 area. It hit all-time highs, came down, consolidated for a couple weeks, could not break or touch that all-time high again. Major supply up here. They broke it down. It came down, formed like a W bottom, double bottom with an extended arm right here, coming through, breaking through 35,000. That's that psychological area, 35,000. That's why we continue to break. Then we broke previous all-time highs right here. So this is when US 30 kept pumping, guys. If you understand what securities you're trading that are included in US 30 and Nasdaq 100, these companies had Q3 earnings end of November, early December. You got to follow these things. In November, December, you had Nvidia earnings, Amazon, those type of big blue chip companies are providing their earnings, which looked very, very good earnings, revenue, everything. We're making money in a pandemic. So institutions, investors were very interested and kept buying and buying and buying. And that's why you see the stock market moving to all-time highs. Here is our new all-time high, the tip of that wick right up here. Okay, we hit it on November 8th. That is the US 30, the Dow Jones all-time high. Okay, right up there. 36,570. What happened when we hit that all-time high? Okay, so we came down. There was a pullback, held right here, support. So I have to look now to the left because these areas are static. So this might help my analysis where US 30 could go this week. So over here when it came down, we found a nice base support at 35,000. Right here, 36,000 area, followed by a bullish engulfing candle. We came back up, but how high did we get up to? 36,340. It's a lower high from the all-time high. So we've got supply established right here at that high. Coming down now, I'm very interested in volume. So I like volume. Right here, the volume is contained below this area. We are tapping that volume right now. We're tapping that resistance area with our daily volume right now. Okay, so we could possibly break out of here and continue to come up to this area, 36,300. It might get rejected here. Okay, so this could be forming the left shoulder. It could be a short shoulder right here. This is a daily consolidated area right through here. This is a shoulder. Okay. It was also a head and shoulder up here. This is the left shoulder. This was the head that broke out, finished off the right shoulder, and a couple retaps got rejected, and there was the drop. So over here, this is also where it's starting to wrap around and break out. Okay, so this thing could continue to move bullish. Here's like your inverted head. It came down, picked up all this liquidity down to 34,000, and you had a V bottom recovery. So these are very powerful recoveries when you see a V come down, pick up all that liquidity, and straight back up. Okay, so we're inside this zone now. Are we going to cool off in here and then start to break out? We'll find out this week. Okay, so this is a big area of consolidation through here. So targets now. If we break out of here, this is tonight, 36,190, 36,200 area, we could possibly see US 30 get up to 250, okay? 36,250. Right there. And then next area will be 36,300 and then 36,400. They move, daily move, average to range about 100 pips per day. But some days we've seen some crazy days. This big red candle, 1,100 pips in one day. Okay, so markets can really move, guys. Okay, so, and now guys, if you like to use like some technical indicators on your chart and things like that, you can add overbought, oversold indicators, momentum trend indicators, whatever type of indicator you like to see. This is RSI. It's a strength indicator. You can see the strength on the daily is right here, 58. This still has a lot of room where it can move right now, okay? So it's not overbought. It's been very bullish. The US 30 with every single pause has been followed by nice bullish engulfing candles. Here you had a 2-day indecision pause. When there's a pause, anyone can step in. Sellers can step in, or buyers, and it's clear that buyers came in, engulfed this area, and continue to push up. So we might get a continued daily push on the US 30. So if we break out of here, key areas that we could go this week, if we see volume close above, these are the areas that this thing can push. But guys, again, volume to close above, not just come up here and make an impulse move. If it can get to the previous all-time high, we might have that Santa Claus rally. We'll see. The last 2 weeks of December, maybe they will continue to push the markets to all-time highs. This area, focus on this area, guys, about 50 pips away, 36,180. Okay, and if it starts to get rejected, and then we've already identified the consolidation area, you may see it consolidate through this zone this week. If it comes back in here, we'll be scalping this, okay? So we'll be working this area scalping, but for long swing position traders, you're looking for the volume come back in this area. It might consolidate in here, but if you get this break right here, this key break, if it breaks, it gives you a retest and a rejection, then that's where we'll see the markets push down, okay? So we'll be also looking for this area to break right here. $35,950 area, okay, right here. This could be the bearish break. And when we're scalping the markets, when you see the volume get to these levels and it breaks, this is where you get those big pips, guys, okay? So you always have to identify key daily areas. And if it does break, where could it go down to, okay? So you look left on your charts and try and identify some key areas, okay? This is a very nice area. The reason why I'm selecting this area is I get the bodies opening, closing, come across. Here they closed it below. Here's one that opened right above. So it's a nice area where volume could come down to. Once you break a key area of support, it could come down and fill the previous wicks if there is any to the left. And then if you lose big structure, then you're going to see it come down, okay? So this is the US 30. Right now, it is very bullish. It's got a V bottom that it recovered. It could be completing a right shoulder breakout to the upside. This could be the break right now, coming up right through here. Okay. And if you're looking for like lower time frame setups and things like that, what we do when we're scalping the markets is we start off with the daily, then we work down to the hourly frame. We check out the hourly candles, type of moves that they're making. We identify key areas of hourly support resistance, and then we go into 5-minute scalping. Then we jump into scalping the markets over here on the 5 minutes. And I've got my top-down analysis done, and these are my 5-minute candles. So what I could do is I could start looking to scalp these candles. I could start doing resistance areas, support areas on the 5 minutes, and then setting up targets where I'm going to start to scalp for 10, 20, 30 pips and things like that. So that's the type of way how we trade, how we break down the top-down, going down into the lower time scalping. And we scalp live with our members in the private Zoom room. We give ideas when we're buying, selling. We answer questions and things like that. Is there any questions, guys, on US 30? I'm going to go to Nasdaq next. Okay, guys, no questions? Thank you, guys. 177 of you guys on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the 20,000 subs. If you're getting good value, please, guys, like the channel. It helps Dave and I with giving you guys more and more on YouTube. And we appreciate you guys. So thank you, guys. And now I'm going to move to NAS 100, guys. Okay, so we're going to move over to Nasdaq now. Okay, so this is Nasdaq. Guys, if you want to follow with me on the charts, Nasdaq, okay? So this is our daily analysis of Nasdaq. It's got a big neckline. It's staring right at me, guys. So I have to identify this area. Everybody's got to identify this area. This is a big area right here, okay? 16,420. Very nice number, 420. Okay, 16,420 area. You can see to the left, back here, over here, it got rejected. No volume above here, okay? Here is a break. This is a break of volume, close above, next day bullish and continued momentum to the upside. So this is retest confirmation trading, guys. If you look for a daily candle to break and you want to follow on the continuation, take a swing buy. This is a swing buy up here. Buy, stop loss below, and this 2-day rally ran for 270, almost 300 pips. Green candle, this opened green and continued to go up. So that's like a 300 pip move. Not bad for daily swing position traders. But you can learn this type of analysis, guys. We scalp the markets, but we can also teach you guys how to swing and daily trade as well. All candlesticks have the same characteristics. It's once you learn them, you can apply it to any time frame. It's all your personal preference. Okay, so now we are penetrating this area, this 420 area. We've had multiple rejections up here. Here we came up. We followed a nice pin bar candle, could not break. Bearish engulfing candle, come back up bullish. This day, out of any days right here, this should have been a bullish breakout. You had a bullish engulfing candle close at the top of this area. This should have broke through here and continued to attempt to get up to 16,600 and possible all-time high up here. It didn't. So there's a ton of supply, guys. If you need to visually see a supply zone, this is what it looks like. You have a big red box above this area. This is a daily supply zone over here. Daily supply. If we break out of here this week, break through this area, we could potentially get up to, conservatively, 16,500. Okay, that's an 80, 90 pip move. Okay, we're not going to go up like a rocket, guys. We're not, we got to talk sense here. If it breaks through there, then we're going to attempt to come back to here, this area. 16,600 area, 590, 600. So, and then if we break, there's our all-time high. Okay, 16,771. I don't know, but I don't move the markets, but I trade the markets. Um, if they want to bring it up there, we'll scalp it all the way up there. We make money regardless, or we make pips if the market goes up, or if it goes down, we make money. If it trades sideways, we can scalp inside. So I don't really care where they take it. To me, it doesn't benefit me. I don't hold long-term positions, so it does. I don't really, honestly, when people ask me, Ron, like where, I don't really care. All I care about is doing my weekly analysis, giving me my targets. So when I'm scalping this week, I know where my targets are, and I'm just focused on volume, guys. I'm a liquidity volume trader. If I'm going to do a 2-3 hour session, all I'm focused on is where that volume is going to move in the next 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, or 2.5 hour session. And that's how we basically make our money. We're scalping the market. So like when guys ask me, Ron, do you think Nasdaq is going to go to 17,000? If it does, great. We'll scalp it all the way up there. If we were streaming live back in the day, 2008, and when the markets were really dumping, it would have been amazing because we could have showed you what we were doing back then. Also, like the 2015 to 2018, 19, the marijuana days, we were scalping all of that. So it was just, we weren't online at that time. So, but I'm happy now that we are, and we can share and show you guys and educate everything. So 2022 is going to be very special for everybody on here, including all of our snipers, guys. We have a lot coming for you guys. So key areas, supply zone. Okay, we've got the supply identified. Now, daily traders, okay? So if we can get volume, demand to break through this supply zone, and we finish and close up here this week, that's going to be very bullish, very interesting. We broke through the supply zone. AF Airlines, just please stop spamming in the chat, brother. I got to read everyone's questions. Okay, and through here, when you break through a supply zone, when you break through supply, this area should now act as a demand area because you flip the books. You flip the order books. So when you break through, now there should be a little bit of imbalance in the market until the market adjusts. So this is what we look for. We look for a retest with confirmation so that we can have enough demand to break this key area of resistance and get up to our next level. We might encounter supply or resistance up here. We might need to pull back and pick up some more liquidity either here or back down to the demand zone. And if we do have a shallow pullback and we pick up a higher low, we might have that momentum to come back and test this all-time high. Okay, so let me know, guys, does that make sense in the chat? Both chats, guys, on YouTube. Put a yes or a thumbs up if you understand this move. Same with all my snipers in the Zoom, guys. Yes, good, good. I see. Okay. Because this can help you guys with whatever security you're trading, whatever time frame you're trading. It's very important to understand this, guys. Okay. Okay, so you guys all got it. Both. Okay, awesome. So that's what we're looking for. Because now we've got daily demand of Nasdaq coming into a supply zone. Every time we've came in here, look at the rejection wicks. Rejected there, rejected there, rejected there, heavy rejection there, rejected there, rejected there. And now what if we come back up here and get rejected? But we could be finishing off the right shoulder, guys, okay? So this is a daily head and shoulder pattern. Right here. This is the consolidated volume area, the block area, okay, this entire area. This is the block through here. This is my left shoulder all through over here, okay? So if you need to see it visually like this, this is a left shoulder. Left shoulder. This is like the V bottom. You're not going to get a perfect V bottom always look exactly like this. That's what a lot of traders fail because they're looking for patterns that look exactly textbook how they look in a book or on Google Image. As a volume trader, you have to follow the volume. okay? If you really want to be successful in these markets, you got to follow the volume. And then when you start to see the patterns develop, you're like, okay, I see it. It makes sense. It's in line with my analysis. So it came down. We got a rejection wick right there, a higher low rejection wick right there. We got strong support there. Break this resistance. Now you can see the type of V recovery, but it took a week to finish that move right there. That's the V move. It took a week. And now we're coming back up to supply. Got rejected. We're bouncing back. This could be the weekly break right here that we need to go to all-time high again on Nasdaq. Right through here. Okay, so do you guys understand the move? And then over here, this is our entire right shoulder. It's the same area as our left shoulder. Left shoulder, V bottom, inverse head, liquidity grab to the low, back into the block. Now we're finishing off the block to break out to the upside and hit a higher high on this move, on this daily move, break through, make a new higher high on the daily, and penetrate the all-time high up here. Okay, we've got some serious news coming out this week. Okay, so trade smart, trade in line. Don't over leverage. So if we're breaking out of here with some volume closing through the supply zone, we could look for a push back up to all-time high, and we break all-time high. 16,900 up there. Okay, maybe we hit 17,000 this year. Who knows? Okay, so we're going to watch this area. I like it. 16,450. Okay, 450. I like nice psychological areas, so I will even change it to 16,450. We can be our own market makers. Okay, all good. 16,000 right there, 450. Also, if we break out, guys, it could be an impulse break on the daily. Okay, so that's why we see if volume can close up there. It could break out tonight, come back up here, encounter some supply, and get rejected and cause a wick to come down, and we close back into the block. If we close in the block, it may come up to supply, more supply set there, and then we come in, we break this area. It's a failed breakout. Then we could see something like this. So then it would be a failed breakout up here. And if we do come down, break support right here, we could be looking to short the market rest of December going into the new year. Okay, down here, guys. That's why volume to close is very critical. Okay, so right here, 16,160, 150 area. Okay, so right now we're consolidating, but last week, so this is Sunday, this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, we had a nice bullish break come out. Was not enough momentum off this bullish candle to break through here, so it was a spin top candle. Selling pressure came in, pushed us down. We picked up a higher low bullish candle. So this is forming a 2-bar piercing pattern. Okay, so this candle, about 50% of it, the red candle, we've closed above right here. Okay, so 50% of this red candle is about right there. Let me just go red. 50% of the volume on this red candle is right around here. On Friday, bullish volume closed above 50% of this red bearish candle, and this is the continuation. So if we can finish this pattern, these two candles, to completely engulf this entire area, that's a 2-bar piercing line, and we could look for an extension getting off of this demand area and continuing to the upside. Okay, so that's what we're looking for on the daily. Okay, so is there any questions about Nasdaq? Because we've done gold. Well, we started with US dollar DXY. We've done gold. We've done US 30. We've done Nasdaq. I'm going to move over to some currency pairs now. So is there any final questions on this? And we've got an inverse head and shoulder forming that could be a break over here. Scalpers. If we're scalping through a supply area and we get that bullish momentum, always have in the back of your mind that you need to take profits. Don't get greedy because you're coming into big supply areas. So if you're getting your pips up here, either take partials and leave a small runner, but don't get too greedy in supply zones. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to move now over to GBP USD. Okay, if you guys want to follow with me, I use Owanda charting for GBP USD. Miss Pri, this is for you. I know you love GU. Okay, guys, so GU. This is my personal favorite currency pair when I trade FX. I've had a lot of success off this. It's just I enjoy faster moves, guys. I enjoy trading gold. I enjoy US 30. I like faster moves. Currency FX is great if you're a beginner trader. You don't have to use such a wide stop loss. You can be more conservative with your stops on these. They do make their moves, yes, I do agree, but for the most part they're more technical trading, so you can learn a lot about technicals trading these type of pairs, and once you get comfortable and familiar with how they move and the technicals, then you can start to graduate and come over to maybe indices or faster moving metals or commodities like oil and gold and US 30 and Nasdaq, or even crypto if you want to scalp Bitcoin and things like that. So, but a great way to start is with currency FX, guys. Great pairs to start. Lloyd, we already did gold. We started the night with looking at the US dollar, DXY, and then we got into gold. So our lineup was DXY, gold, US 30, and Nasdaq. So when this is all over, you can watch it again. It's like in the first 5-10 minutes we did gold analysis. Abdi, I hate USD CAD. I'm being dead honest with you, brother. I'm from Canada. USA is right below me. I absolutely hate that pair. I will never chart it. I will never trade it again in my life. I said that to myself. You will never see me looking at USD CAD. I absolutely am disgusted with that pair. So I'm just being dead honest. I hate that thing. And I'm from Canada. Okay, guys, let's get into GBP USD. Big breakdown. We hit up here, okay? So this was a nice bullish move up to 138 area, okay? And we could not break through there. You can see how supply areas get established. They get established, then they make some lower lows, lower highs, and they break, and then structure breaks, and a nice drop. So we had a really nice pound dollar move bearish. Why? Because the US dollar in the last 18 months has been strengthening, okay? So that's why if you trade currency pairs, USD is correlated with the other pairs that you trade, especially if you're trading euro or the pound. So we recovered 18-month low and we're starting to push up on the US dollar. So you can see why the pound has been dropping lower lows and lower highs on the daily. Okay, so guys, now we came down. We lost this area of support right here, okay? So you can see there was a few critical areas of support that broke. So let's identify them. This was a key area coming down, 1.303425, okay? This area. We came down November 5th and it bounced off. And then we had that move, that 3-day nice little rally, came up to here, but it's a lower high from over here. and you see where the volume is closed, and then we drop again. Volume closes below this key area, okay? So now the books are flipped, and we try to come back up bullish, but the supply is lowered down to here, 135 area. Supply is lowered, we have a resistance area identified, and then it starts to push even lower. So here was a key area of support that broke. It broke right here. When we broke through, volume closed below. Look at all of these rejection wicks on the daily. Look at this thing. Okay, so we broke with volume below. We came up, rejected. 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 And continuing to push lower lows. Finally, we've recovered, found a little bit of a bottom down here. Okay, so is this weak? Are we going to see the pound recover a little bit, or is it just going to maybe, this could be a shallow pullback and we're going to get increased selling pressure, push down and break these areas of support. So let's trap this volume on the daily. Okay, so right here, I've got support down here below these bodies, 132 exactly, 132 psychological area. And then I've got a nice resistance at here, 132.65 area. This is where our volume opened today, and we're coming down bearish. It may pick up a wick somewhere around here where we have some new daily support from this area, okay? Right through here. It could come down and pick up support right here, 132.36 area, okay, in this area. It could come down, pick up a wick, and grab some nice liquidity here and continue to come up to break this area. If we break this area, we're going to see the pound come up to 132.85. Right here. And we could possibly move to 133, okay? And then next key areas will be 133.34, okay? I'm not going to get too carried away. I'm not going to get too high. I'm not going to start charting all the way like up here, because we're working this area down here. Okay, so supply demand zones, okay? So on the daily for GBP USD, do we see anything? Yes, I can see a clear supply zone. Okay, so if you're visual, you need this. This is a daily supply area. Daily supply. We have a daily demand area, okay? We have a few demand areas, but I like to trap the volume as much as I can. I'm a scalper. So I like to know where the big daily breaks are. Okay, so we've got a demand zone. This area inside here is order blocks, consolidation, accumulation distribution, fulfillment of orders, whatever language you want to call it, whatever term you want to call it. Some traders have very fancy names for it, and then they'll charge you $1,000 to explain it to you. We can explain it to you for free, and we'll get you trading what we teach. That's why we don't care what names we use. I try and use as many names. What you probably hear all these words, but we don't charge you $1,000 to teach you what that word means. We'll teach you how to trade, and you guys can make your own money. So inside here, this is where market makers are fulfilling contracts. This is where the volume is getting accumulated for the move, okay? Sometimes consolidation phases last a while, okay, depending what time frame you're trading. If you're scalping a 15-minute candles time frame, you might see 1 to 2 hours of consolidation before the next break. If you're trading 5-minute candles, you might get a 30-45-minute period of consolidation before you get the next move. If you're trading daily candles, you might get 1 week of consolidation before you get the next move. Okay, this is where patience and discipline comes into the market. We are very, very patient, disciplined traders, and we scalp the markets very patient. So that's what sets us apart from everybody else. Is we're not doing anything different from anybody else, but we're very patient. We're not impatient traders because we don't fall for too many fake outs and shit like that. We really take our time with our trading and our analysis. And it's helped a lot of our members on our team really learn this, and they're really successful right now. We've got a lot of them that have passed all of the prop firm challenges. There's various companies that they're using. They passed phase 1, phase 2. We've got a lot of our members who are fully funded, and they're actually getting monthly payouts. So congrats onto all of them. And we help with this, guys. We'll help. We want you guys to be successful. Okay, so this is now. If we continue to move in an uptrend, we need to get a higher low here or possibly down here. Okay, if we break. We don't want to get volume below here, because then this whole move is done. And then we'll break structure, and it's easy for this to push back down here. Okay, so we will judge this week GBPUSD inside this area what its move will be. If we pick up some nice liquidity down here and we start to rotate back up through this supply area, then we're going to look for a move to the upside. This could be a nice weekly push through here. Breaking through the supply, then all of these red lines are key areas, right there, and then if we break up to here. And then these are all the massive wicks up there, okay? So this area, if we do break out of supply on the daily, we're looking for a move like this. Move through, break through supply, close above, give us a retest, and then we get enough momentum to break through there and potentially penetrate up to here. And then we'll judge if we can continue to move. Okay, so let's also add maybe RSI on our chart to help us with this. Okay, so remember RSI is a strength indicator. So you have volume making lower lows all the way down. What is the strength doing? It's sitting right in this, right above this oversold area, right above 30. It actually made a small move breaking out. That's what gave us this 2 bullish bars right here. But now it could be dipping back down. So it doesn't have enough bullish momentum yet. So it might come down. Maybe it will pick up some more strength in this area. 32, 33, we get some more buying in the market, and they can continue to break it back up to the psychological 50 area on your indicator. Okay, there is a little bit of bullish divergence, not much forming on the bottom right now on the daily, but that one is a higher time frame. It might take more of a while to actually follow through. So this is an area we're going to watch for GBPUSD right up here. Okay, 132.685 area, and also breaking bearish, guys. Okay, so if we break demand and it comes and it does something like this, what happens if this is a bearish engulfing candle? We come down and we close, we engulf this entire candle, we close, maybe the next day it opens bullish into supply, enough more supply than there's demand, and they break through this support area, come down to those wicks, and then we fill these wicks, and then you see GU continue to dump with a strong US dollar. Okay, so that's what we'll also be watching for this pattern. So we'll look for break in structure right here. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions about GBPUSD, because I'm almost done this analysis, and then we're going to move over to GJ. So we're going to look for a break, 132.33 area. No questions, guys? Okay. You guys are very quiet tonight. Very quiet. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend too. You guys are all rested, relaxed. You guys are ready for tonight and this week for trading. Okay, so that's my GJ analysis. We're going to see, okay? So we could be breaking. Yes, we do have a nice bullish bottom forming, but we got to get through this supply area. And there's a lot of momentum to the upside that we can go through, but also remember, we've got a lot of selling pressure above us. We had multiple attempts, like it showed us here. Every single bullish move got rejected, came down. Now we could be just cooling off. This could be forming an inverse head and shoulder on the daily itself, okay? So it doesn't take you a lot of candles to make a pattern. You just need a minimum of like 2 candles. Here's a left shoulder in a consolidated area. Here is your break to the low, picked up liquidity, 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 coming back in. Now we're inside the consolidated area. If we wrap around, this could be the bullish breakout, and it could be like finishing off the right shoulder, and it could be an inverse head and shoulder breaking out to the upside, okay? But it could also be a failed breakout right here, come down, close below, and it'll just be a lower high at an area of supply and continue on its way down, okay? So that's GBP USD. I'm going to move over to GJ now, guys. Alex, no worries, brother, no worries. Okay, guys, so that's GU. Let's move over to GJ, GBP JPY. So I like to do a yen pair as well. Okay, so let's see this thing on daily. I know a lot of you guys like to trade this one as well. This one has a little bit more volatility than GBP USD and Euro USD because this one involves the yen. So the yen moves. It's a little bit more volatile and things like that, but that's why some traders choose to trade this one. They like the moves, but to me, they're all the same. They're all the same. It's trading volume. You're trading support, resistance. You're trading supply, demand. Like I say to our snipers, guys, it doesn't matter what it is. If we can chart it, we can trade it. It doesn't really matter. But some traders have their favorites that they enjoy trading. One piece of advice I can give you guys is quality over quantity. You don't need to be trading 10, 20, 30 charts, guys. You're losing focus, okay? There's pips on every chart. The more you're looking at, you're going to lose focus. Have, for each sector, have a few favorites that you monitor and you watch and you get to know it more than you know your own kids, because these things can be paying you money and pips for the rest of your life. Okay, I can stick with US 30 and trade that the rest of my life and nothing else. US 30, New York Stock Exchange open, and maybe end of day, and I'm done. That's all I need. You know, we don't need to trade every single session. We do that to show the world that we're over here in Ontario, Canada. But for me, getting up tonight to do London, I got to get up 2, 3 in the morning. I normally wouldn't be getting up to trade that if it was just me by myself. But we've got snipers on the team who are from that part of the world that's their 9 a.m. So that's why we get up to trade it and show them how to trade these type of sessions and things like that. But I have my favorite sessions. I have my favorite pairs that I trade and my securities. But too much, guys, is not beneficial. So focus on a few that you really like. Get to know its personality, guys. Get to know its personality. Once you understand how the volume moves, then you won't be faked out as much because you'll be ready for the move. Okay, so this is pound yen. We made a nice move. Look at this W pattern right on the bottom. Beautiful. Okay, nice double. Came here. Nice liquidity grab. Pushed. Here's your neckline, and there's your break. Yes, we can backtest all day. It's easy to backtest. Anybody can do it. Say, yeah, it broke a neckline. You buy here, you'll make this much. To me, I don't really trade like that. I like to do everything with live analysis. We do live webinars. We do live trading. I don't like backtesting too much because it's good for doing homework and learning and things like that, but anyone can come on here and say, yeah, if it breaks here, you sell. Okay, it's easy to say, it's hard to do. So you got to find some key areas now. That's what this is for, this type of analysis. I'm looking for key areas to find where the breaks happen, because if we revisit these areas, we could see a move here. Okay, so you can see here, this is a descending triangle coming down from this high over here, 158. Came down, back up, lower high, broke, and broke through. Now you lost structure. This is where you get this pair, dropping, okay? Now it's got key resistance right here. So I can start to lower these areas. I don't need to have it up there anymore. If I want to draw the trend line all the way down, you can see that's the daily trend line. Here's another key area of support that broke. Right here. Now I'm coming down. I'm trapping it. So I don't need this line up there. That happened all the way up there. Here I have to put it right there. Okay, so I'm coming down even lower and lower. Okay, I don't need it up there. That's too high of a resistance. We're over here right now. Okay, so I need to now find some critical areas. I'm going to put it right here because I catch the latest volume over here. This is Sunday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay, remember when we did our last week analysis, we had this trapped in the same area. The volume still is trapped in the same area from last week. This is what we did last week. We had it consolidated inside here. It was actually like this. That's how it looked. Okay, and then this looked like a false breakout. It came down, closed, next day opened bullish, engulfed. You had the extension right there. There was the bullish candle break back out. But no volume closed above, came down, wick, bullish candle, here it is. This might not be another daily break up here. So if you're scalping tonight, guys, watch for a break above here. If we break, okay, scalping the markets tonight, right now, look for a move to come up to 150.78, okay? Could get a move up there. Where is it at? 40. You could grab maybe 30, 40 pips tonight. If we break out of this area, we get strong daily candle, we could come right up to here. If it breaks through here, our other areas right here, 151.16. Now, if it continues to break bullish this week, getting out of this supply zone, we could be coming up to 151.64. And then I can start to look left exactly where it's going to go. Start looking at bodies right here, 151.90. 152, psychological area right there, 152. Here's my trend line, okay? So here's the trend line all the way from up there. We may also come up, tap the trend line and get rejected, okay? It could come all the way up here, get near this trend line, right up here where it got rejected, there's supply there and it's right at the trend line, and maybe it bounces back down here, picks up some liquidity here, and then has enough momentum to break through here. And then we could get a move like this on GJ. Okay, so now let's just identify some areas here. So if volume can break through here and close above this area, we might look for that move where I just showed that arrow. So what we got to look for is volume to close above this area. Close above, guys. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay, because you'll have maybe a rejection wick, rejection wick, rejection wick, rejection wick, rejection wick. Okay. Right here. Scalpers, okay, 152.50 right there. And you can, if we get bullish move, we could be scalping the markets through there, okay? But this is more for weekly forecasts where this thing could move. If we break through here, we could come up to the trend line 151.13 and start getting up to 152 area, breaking through here. If it comes up here this week, guys, okay, another scenario. If it comes up, gets rejected, and we come back into the consolidated area, we lose this area of support. Okay, I like to trap the volume as much as I can. I'll look to short this below here. Right here. And then it could possibly break that low right there, and then you'll see this thing drop. The last thing that's going to save this is that wick right there, 149 area. If it breaks below there, look left. Look at this big dump. Look at the black. Look at the chart. It'll drop down to all the way down here, 148.50. You can grab 50 pip drop easily down there, okay? And it could drop even further. No, I don't trade with a demo account, sorry. We trade live, guys. We trade live. I'm doing analysis right now. I'm not trading, guys. I'm not trading. I'm providing you guys with analysis. We scalp the markets. Join our team, and we'll be doing London at 3 a.m. And I assure you, I'm not trading with a demo account. Okay, guys. Any questions on GJ? Okay, so 150. Look at that psychological area, 150. Okay, so we're going to watch this week if this pair can break through here. It's got some nice momentum from the bottom, nice liquidity wicks coming through, but we just got to break through here. Okay, break through here, close with volume, and you can be testing up here. Yep, there's going to be a London session, Niggin, tonight at 3 a.m. Eastern. Okay, I'll be back right after this. Okay, guys, so that's GJ. My final one, what are we going to do? So we did let's go to US oil, guys. US oil. Okay, so this is US oil. US oil has been making big moves, okay? Since if you guys were following oil, when futures went negative and it dropped all the way down here, we've been pushing, okay? So it's been making higher highs, higher lows. We got up to $85 a barrel, which was the 2014 highs, okay? So we came all the way back to 2014, 85, 86 a barrel up here. Big supply zone continuing to break, okay? Now, we're pushing up on oil as well, okay? Okay. So this is a key area of support right here. When it came up, it broke. We lost this area, okay? So you can see now if the volume comes back into this area, it's acting as resistance, okay? So right here now, last few days, we've got oil support right here. $70 a barrel right in here. Okay. Okay, so oil has its resistance right here. We're tapping, okay? So we're at a key area. What's the profit if you invest $500? The profit is whatever you want, but don't do percentages, guys. Like that's you guys. Okay, number one, before I get into oil, please, I have to address this. You guys are worried about money. Okay, money. That's the last thing traders are worried about is money. That's why 95% of traders fail is because all they're concerned about at the end of the day is money. If you don't know how to calculate pips or percentages, money is not going to get you anywhere. You got to learn how to make pips and percentages. If you're trading stock market or options, we talk percentages. We talk pips when we're talking with FX or currency pairs and indices and things like that. You need to talk in that language. Try as a trader to make 20, 30 pips per day. Start off with a demo account. Start off with micro, nano, small lot sizes. If you have a $500 account or below, you are in a learning phase. You are in a learning phase with $500 or below. If you come into the markets with $100, $200, you're not looking to make $10,000 or $100,000. Okay? You're going to fail. Your goals are too, I know we all want that, but your goals are too far. You have to learn The basics of the markets, guys. That's why 95% of retail traders fail, is because all they're worried about is, can I take $500 to $5,000? The answer is no. If you don't know what you're doing, no, it's not going to happen. If you do figure everything out, if you can make 10, 20, 30 pips a day, then later on you can scale when you learn to take 500 to 600 to 700 to maybe 1,000. Right there, that's a milestone. You've just made 100% on your account from $500 to $1,000. Now you can slowly maybe increase your lot size so you can get to your next milestone, 1,000 to 2,000. And that's how you can start to grow your accounts, guys. It's called compounding. Stop with this, can you get rich with $500 to 50,000? Because the answer is no, you're not. Okay, sorry to break your guys' hearts on this call, but I talk the honest truth. If you guys want to do that, then that's on you. If you guys really want to learn how to trade and be successful, then that's what we teach here. But we don't teach no get rich quick. Start off small, guys. Start off demo and then micro and nano lots and work your way up. That's the honest truth. Okay, so we have this oil consolidation right through here. Okay, so we came off the bottom, big recovery back through here. This could be a bullish flag pattern on oil. Look at this imbalance to the left, right through here. You've got 72.50 all the way up to 75.76 a barrel right through here. Okay, here's the imbalance area, and then this is where we could see it come to. So when you're looking for profit targets and things like that, you know exactly where they are. So you don't need to get greedy in these markets. You know exactly where you're going to be finding this money. Okay, so we're coming through here. We've got good support here. This was all last week. Okay, so good support on oil coming through. Now it could be forming a bullish flag right here and breaking out, the continuation. You have this nice momentum coming from the downside, cooling off, and it could be pushing through here. So you do have a small uptrend formed right here. Are we going to continue to break? If we do, we'll look for a break above here. Look for oil volume to close above this area so that we can penetrate this week up to 74 a barrel. Maybe it comes up to 75.50 a barrel, and maybe we can ultimately get it back up to here. Okay, 78. We have a lot of news coming out this next few weeks, so oil will move with news as well. If we do get rejected up here and it comes and it breaks this trend line, we break this area of support, so we broke this daily uptrend, and then we might go bearish if oil drops down through here. $70.50 a barrel will break the daily uptrend, and we can lose this support area, possibly come down to here, and then down to 66 a barrel, down to here. Okay, so the areas that we're going to look for is right here. And also, guys, scalping oil tonight. If you guys are scalping oil, you've got a bullish daily candle ready to break out through the supply. If we get that bullish momentum, you can scalp this on the 5, 15, 30-minute candles tonight, okay? And then if you break through here, this is going to be the sell area, $70.50 a barrel. Okay, and the overall move, if you look over here, we do have nice demand. So see where it came down here? I don't know if you guys zoom all the way through and look at your charts, but December 2nd, when we came there, we had this nice low picked up, made that move. We also had this low that made that move. So over here, you have strong daily demand. Right here, here, carry it forward, and exactly where that wick was, it bounced off. So that's why we got a nice jump, nice bounce on oil when it came down to this area, 62 a barrel. Nice daily push creating this move. So it could be coming up and breaking through here, and look for oil to move up to 74 and maybe 75.50 a barrel this week. If it gets rejected, come back into this consolidated area and look to break this trend line and break below here. Okay. What platforms do we use trading? We chart off of TradingView, or we chart off this TradingView, and we trade directly with MT4. I'm a mobile trader, so I trade off my phone. I don't trade desktop. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to recap the charts we've done. We've done DXY, we've done gold, we've done US 30, we've done Nasdaq 100, we have done GBP USD, GBP JPY, and US oil. So those are the charts that I normally do on Sunday night analysis. I will be back with the snipers, the VIP guys, in the Zoom room. We're going to be doing London session at 3 a.m. Eastern. For everybody else on here, if you're looking to become a member, we would love to have you join the team. Please visit www.stocksnipertrading.com. This is our website. You can join our program. Get in now before the new year, because these prices will be slowly increasing. And what we have is you get locked in. So we honor a grandfathered program right now for entire 2021 we've been doing. So we started off with $29.99. All of those members are locked in for $1 a day. $39.99, you're locked in. PayPal, we also have PayPal. You guys will be locked in at that pricing. If you guys do choose to leave after a month, whatever, and you do decide to come back, then you pay. If you do decide to come back, it's whatever the memberships are. So this is showing loyalty to all of you guys. We respect you guys. We'd love to have you guys join the team. Back end, this is all of our tutorials. When you're learning, we have a lot of fresh new tutorials coming out in the new year. So this is explaining everything about the price action, candlesticks, volume, support, resistance areas, uptrends, downtrends, patterns that we're talking about, indicators. If you're into using indicators, we kind of break them down, how to use them with different type of strategies and things like that. We do 2-3 webinars per week where they're uploaded, recorded. We have an end of week question and answer period with all the snipers. So there's a lot of value. We do boot camps too. We did our first successful boot camp. It was awesome. All members are included in the boot camps. So it was awesome. Here's our calendar, guys. So this is going to be our scheduling for this week. To the snipers, guys, our webinars this week will be Tuesday at 12:30, and normally it's Thursday, but I had to change it. So it's Tuesday, Friday this week, because Dave and I have an appointment at 12 on Thursday. So Tuesday, Friday are the webinars this week. Friday will be the Q&A. This is, I'll be back for London tonight. Dave is on holidays right now. He's in Florida, so he will not be doing New York YouTube, but for the VIP members, he's going to be doing with you guys Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I'll be doing all Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, London, and also Tokyo throughout the week. And thank you very much, everybody. We would love to have you guys on the team. Everybody on YouTube, I pin the free Telegram group at your chat. It's all there. So if you're on the fence, guys, I would highly recommend you get in here. You can take your trading to the next level. We take pride in our mentorship. We have a lot of new stuff coming. We're excited for 2022. We're getting a whole new website done, so that's going to be exciting. We have a Discord channel coming out. That's exciting too. So it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So thank you so much to everybody. Respect to all the guys in the VIP Zoom room. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys in London in a little bit. Thank you to everybody on YouTube. I will be back streaming New York and YouTube in January, where Dave and I will be doing 2-week blocks. So we'll be back on there as well. And thank you, guys. So everybody, enjoy your week trading. Please, careful, trade smart this week, guys. You're going to see a lot of crazy choppiness. You're going to see some big moves. There's a lot of news starting on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to be a packed week with news, guys. So please, careful. Do not ruin an entire year of profitable trading in 1 week, guys. Don't get reckless. Don't trade with Lambo lots unless you trade with them and you're used to trading them, okay? And I will see you guys. Thank you for everything. And everybody have a good night. And snipers, I'll see you guys in London in a little bit.